In this video, we're going to solve question 42 of 2021 Junior Mathematics Olympiad first round. The question reads, in how many different ways is it possible to order the letters M, A, N, O, P such that the first and the last letters are vowels? So, an example of such an arrangement will be A, M, N, P, O. The reason why this arrangement is, let me say, valid is because it starts with a vowel and ends with a vowel. That's like the only condition that we have for an arrangement of these letters to be valid. Okay, so we're meant to reorder these letters M, A, N, O, P. And if you look at these letters, you'll see that we have two vowels here and we have three consonants. So let's keep this aside now. So let's say we'll have 5 spaces that we want to fill in with these letters in such a way that we'll have something that will be a permutation of M, A, N, O, P, and we'll also have the first and the last letter to be vowels. Okay, since the first letter will be a vowel, I'll just write V here, and the last one too will be a vowel, so we'll have V here. So notice that we've used 2 vowels so far, and since we have 3 more spaces and we'll have only 3 consonants to choose from, it means that these 3 middle spaces must be consonants. Right, so the first and last letters of that's the first and last letters of any of the kind of permutation we're looking for have to be vowels, and then the other 3 in the middle will be consonants. Okay, so now let's go ahead and try to create permutations of M, A, N, O, P. So for this first space here, that's the first letter, we know this is going to be a vowel, and we have 2 of them, that's A and O. So for this first space here, we're going to have 2 options for the letter we're going to have there. So we have 2 options for that. And then for the second space, that is to be a consonant, and we have 3 consonants here. That's M, N, and P. And we can pick any of these 3 to have them in that second space. So for the second space, we're going to have 3 options. Then for the third space now, that will also be a consonant. But then notice that in the second space, we already made this of 1 consonant. And so that means that for the third space, we're going to have just 2 consonants to pick from. So that means for this third space, we're going to have 2 options. And then for the fourth space, we also need to have another consonant there. But then at this point, we have used 2 consonants already and we're left with 1. So we don't really have a choice here. We have just 1 option for this. And finally, for the last letter here, that has to be a vowel. So remember that for the first letter, we made use of 1 vowel already. And now we have just 1 left. So that means that for the last letter of this permutation, we're going to have just 1 option for this. So we have 2 options for the first, 3 for the second, 2 for the third, 1 for the fourth, and 1 for the fifth. Then since we have this means that the number of possible ways we can reorder the letters M, A, N, O, P such that the first and last letters are vowels is going to be 2 times 3 times 2 times 1 times 1. That's because we have 2 options for the first letter, 3 for the second, 2 for the third, and 1 for the fourth and fifth. When we multiply these numbers together, we're going to have 12. So that means that we're going to have 12 ways to reorder the letters M, A, N, O, P such that the first and the last letters are vowels. And that means that option D here is the correct answer. So that's how to go about solving this question.